is Carrie with another edition of Try This at Home with Artscope. Today we're going to look at illuminated letters. Also, you might want to look at illuminated manuscripts. I'm going to give you some information on to do further research later. I have made a couple to start with. An illuminated letter is basically a letter that has been decorated. You can find these kinds of letters in manuscripts made in the Middle Ages as well as in Egypt, and it goes on as a tradition in creating alphabet books. So we are going to create an alphabet. I started with a letter that I like. It has C for Carrie, for cats, cappuccinos, cheese, crescent moons, and lately the couch. And then I went on to make one for the letter T. So there are many things in here that start with the letter T, although this one is more abstract. So here we have triangles, a target, tiles, time, teeth, a train, tires, a tie, tread, and maybe a tower, and even turquoise. So when you're making your letter, I want you to think of how you can decorate your letter with pictures or things that maybe people have to search for. So what I did to start out with is did a little brainstorming. I think I'm going to do P, because so far what I've done my brainstorming, I've come up with P is for pineapple, pizza, penguin, pyramid, prince, princess, pencil, portal, and pine tree. So I'm going to think of ways I can incorporate some of these images, drawings of these things into my illuminated letter. So I'm going to start by making a square within my square, and I am not really measuring, so I would like to do these on inside squares. It helps to keep your ideas kind of contained, so you're not all over the page. So I'm going to start with a P. You can see I did a thumbnail sketch, so I could either have my P like right in the center, but I think I'm going to have it using this line as the back. So I'm going to go up here. And remember, you're doing any kind of letter you want to do. You might want to spell your name. You might be tempted to do the whole alphabet. So the P is long and tall. So I'm thinking maybe I will do pine trees, although let's see how my pine trees will look. The idea here is to be experimental, to have fun, and to create patterns. Oh, there's another P word, pattern. Okay, there's my very abstract pine trees. Okay, let's see what else I could get in with my P. Oh, look, this could be my portal. So I could have a little door right here. Almost looks like an eye. Let's see, penguins, pineapples, maybe some pineapples. So I'm going to start with these shapes. So drawing a penguin from memory, for me, might be a little difficult. So feel free to look up stuff if you want to draw pictures that are more accurate, especially of animals. So here I'm doing my crisscross for my pineapples. Oops. And then the next thing I know that pineapples have are these spiky things up here. Let's see what else I can get in there. I had pencils, a princess, a pyramid, pizza. Let's see, how could I get a pizza in here? Maybe these could become pizza slices. So I could do some pepperonis. And if I wanted to have a prince or a princess, maybe I could have their face in here. And I'm gonna know it's a prince or princess because they're gonna have a little crown. And I want to find one more thing to fill up this area. I guess it's going to be the penguins. Let's see. I can even turn my page this way. I want to fit in penguins. Okay, oh my gosh, please don't laugh at my penguins. Okay. One that can get smaller, so it is definitely a family of penguins. Okay, so the next thing that you want to do is to think of a color scheme. So here I went with pretty like a limited palette of colors. I've got turquoise, orangish brown, red, black, and blue. What you want to make certain is that your P stands out so that you know it is a P inside of there. I tried to do that with the C, and I made contrast by painting the background this bright pink, or crimson, for C for crimson. All right, so what I might do first is start by outlining these trees. You can use colored pencils, you can use watercolors, you can use crayons and then go over it with watercolor for your wax relief. I am just going to get started here, and what I will do is start painting these a shade of pine green, and then I will paint this a different color. So I'm just going to start so you can see. I know you can figure out the color by yourself. Just make sure that you are creating a contrast between your main image, which is your P, and your background areas, which are your objects that start with P. So I am curious about how many people are going to actually make the whole alphabet. That is quite a challenge, but we have plenty of time, don't we? Also remember, you can do your name. So please check the link and follow a website that I'm going to give you where you can learn more about illuminated manuscripts. Thank you, and this has been Carrie with Artscope, and I'd like to see what you're doing. Your turn.